In this next tutorial I'm going to show you how to move things around the course and also how to change the course settings. So firstly, again, as we are logged in as a teacher and we have editing on, we can see these various different icons around the place. So if we had something in this section and we wanted to move it down to this section instead, all we had to do is grab that little thing there and drag it down, and it swaps around so that now it's swapped. As this course is set up for dates, even if we drop that down, it automatically changes the dates, because obviously you can't have something out of date. However, if you set it up as not a course based on dates but a course based on topics, then that does become quite important. So how do we change the course from being one set up in dates to one set up in topics? Well, if we go to the administration menu here and we click on edit settings, then we can see the edit settings menu. Now, how did I learn Moodle? I wish I had these kind of tutorials, but I didn't. However, Moodle is a really easy thing to learn even without these tutorials, because you have these little buttons with the question mark on them. Okay, so if we click on those, what happens? We get a information description about what's going on here. So this is the course full name. Okay, and anywhere throughout the course that you see these little question marks, you can click on them and get information. Okay, I'm going to whip through here and not cover everything. In the previous one we talked about this short name for the course. These are called breadcrumbs, and at any time you can click on any one of these breadcrumbs and it will take you to that section. But this course category, here we are in 2015 Moodle Moot Kyoto, we want this course to be shown. The course date is, let's start it on a Sunday. We can change that if we want. We can add a course summary which will appear on the very front page if we like. We can add files to the course summary. Now, if we go down here at the course format, at the present it says weekly format. We mentioned that we wanted to change it to a topic format, so we can do that by clicking topic format. Number of sections at the moment it's 5. Vast majority of Japanese courses are more than 5. They're often a 15-week course, so let's make ours 15. Sometimes you hide sections so that students don't go ahead and do stuff that you haven't taught them or talked about yet. So I'll show you later how we can hide those, and often it's better that they are completely invisible. Okay, so that's up to you. Again, you can choose either of those. You can show all the sections on one page or show one section per page. And again, if you want to know more about that, click there. Okay, the appearance. Okay, you can, if it's a language class, you can force the language into English. At the moment I've only got this number of languages on this course, but you can add more languages, the administrator can. But I'm not going to force the language for this one. Okay, again, you can show the gradebook to students. Students seem to love that. My students love being able to check what their grades are. Showing activity reports to students might put a little bit of a load on the server, so I generally don't do that. Files and uploads. Okay, maximum size for this course, actually I'm going to change that to 1 megabyte, because we don't want students uploading enormous files and causing the course to become bloated. However, if you're using video, etc., and your administration says yes, you can use big files, then you can make that greater. Guest access. Imagine if you're in Japan, there is no way that you're going to allow guest access. Privacy rules pretty much prohibit that. Okay, groups. You can set up groups. We'll talk a little bit more about that in the workshops later on, but groups are very, very useful for separating your students into groups and getting them working within those groups and focusing within the groups. You can either force the students to be into groups or not. And finally, if you want your students to be called participants or something else, you can enter that here. And up at the top here, when the students look at their profiles and when other people look at the student profiles, the word student is replaced by participant, etc. Okay, so let's save that. We're back in the course. Now we have, rather than the dates, we have topics. And we can change the name of those topics. So for example, if we click on here now, instead of having topic 1, we'll change that to introduction. Okay, and this week we will introduce ourselves. Okay, only when we click on this, now we can see that it is not topic 1, it is in fact introduction. So that starts to change things. So for example, if we have here, here we have a topic called daily life, and the next topic is called my place, and the next topic is called my future, and the next topic is called my past, and we want to move those around, then we can do so, and these will maintain their names there. So that's just a quick introduction to how to move things around in the course, and also how to edit the settings in a course.